Hi there. This is Dennis Wells. Welcome to the Financial Advantage podcast. I'm super excited. I love to always be around successful people. Super excited to have Stephanie McKinley here with us today. She is with Rayco Realty in Lafayette, Indiana, doing great work over there. And like I said, I always love to be around successful people. Thank you for being on the show and welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for reaching out and asking me to be a part of this. I'm excited.
Love it. Love it. Me too. Looking forward to our time together today. So how long have you been in real estate?
So I actually just came up on 2 years. I've only been here a real estate agent. I think I got my license in March of 22. So a crazy time to kind of jumpstart the real estate career, but it's the best time to learn. You might as well just jump right into it. So yeah, 2 years is it.
Love it. Love it. That is awesome. So how did you get started in real estate?
Well, good question. Before real estate, I did event planning at Purdue University in different departments. So I started with the Purdue Research Foundation, then I moved to the Purdue Alumni Association, and then the College of Engineering Dean's Office. So I did event planning for 10 and a half years prior to this. So nothing in relation to real estate at all. I wanted, so I just kind of I was going back and forth on wanting to do something different. My brother's in real estate, and I knew that he enjoyed his time, or he's enjoying his time doing that. So I just, after talking with my husband, then was a good time to just go for it. So
I love it. I love it. Now,
yeah.
what are some of the things that you learned in the hospitality event planning space that really carried over and helped fuel your real estate success?
So event planning, you have to be super organized, and you have to communicate well with which are two huge things, you know, any successful realtor or anybody in a job needs to have, really. So being organized, being able to multitask, think on the spot, um, just kind of run with it as things are thrown at you, kind of, resonate with both event planning and real
Yeah.
estate, I feel. Even though they have nothing to do with one another, they do kind of correlate in like how you react on the job.
Yeah. Yeah. So my wife's aunt's husband has played music for years and years and years. And one of his little sayings that I've adopted as my own is it's live music. Anything can happen, and
Exactly.
it's like that's, whether you're in real estate, event planning, mortgages, you
Yep.
just never know. You make your plans and then you just see how it turns out. So,
Exactly. More often than not, that does not go to your perfected plan, but
yeah,
which is fine. It keeps it interesting. So
absolutely. Absolutely. So what are some things that you do in your business that sets you apart from other agents in your area?
so one thing I really like, um helping out the community and being involved in the community. And one thing that I have been trying to focus on, and I started last year, is every transaction that I close, every family that I help buy or sell a house, I sponsor an adoption fee for a dog at the Almost Home Humane Society here in Lafayette. So every time that I help a family, I hope to also help a dog find a home as well.
I love it. That's great. I actually heard a
Yeah. Yeah.
statistic that uh, that only 2% of the population does not like dogs. Like, people that don't like cats are like
That's
10 to
crazy.
12% of the population, but like everybody loves dogs. And
Right, right. They
and
do. They do.
I think you said that you have some dogs yourself.
I do. I have two beagles, which we live out in the country, so they love seeing all the rabbits, especially.
Yeah, especially this time of year, I'm sure.
Yes, they're all over the place. Yeah.
Very good. Well, what are some of the
Yeah.
things that you enjoy doing when you're not actively involved helping people buy and sell real estate?
So I have two daughters, a 6-year-old and an almost 4-year-old. So they keep me busy with extra extracurricular such as gymnastics, dance, basketball. Um, I actually helped coach my 6-year-old's t-ball and basketball teams. And that's, kind of thinking I can be there with my daughter
Yeah.
and also kind of get my name out there with the community. So kind of I was trying to be business minded as well with that. Um,
Yeah.
Coaching 6-year-olds is a little tough, but we did it. I did it, but yeah, hanging out with my friends, family, my husband, and then working out is one of my big things that I do every day. I try to at least run, or weight lift in my garage. So yeah, just kind of exercising is probably my favorite hobby that I can de-stress and just
Yeah.
kind of focus on that and then start my day. So
Cool. I love it. So as a relatively newer agent yourself, what is a piece of advice or two that you would give to newer agents or people wanting to get into the business as new agents?
I would advise you to not be scared to get out there and meet new people, whether it's an actual networking event, or just like going into businesses, even like creating like a social media reel or something, a social media post highlighting local businesses around the area and tagging them in social media. That way you can get in front of their audience as well. So
Mhm.
just the more your name shows up on social media, and it'll get people talking about you, which is what you want. It's hard to stand out when you first start because there's so many, especially in Lafayette around Tippecanoe County. There's so many real estate agents that have been doing this for such a long time. It's like, where do I even start? So just getting out there, meeting the agents, meeting the community is, I think, the biggest thing you could do.
Cool. Cool. I love it. Yeah. Getting yourself out there, realizing that you are the brand. I mean, back in the day, people would look for the
Yeah,
signs and they were, into whatever company it was, but now it's all about the individual. And a lot of times they don't even know what brokerage you're with per se. You know,
right.
not saying anything against brokerages. I'm just saying like it's really on the individual agent to put themselves out there and to make sure that it's their brand that stands out.
Exactly. Yep.
Cool. Can you describe one of your more meaningful real estate experiences that you've had, and what are some of the things that made it so meaningful for you?
Um, so I was thinking about this one. I had an aunt that passed away in 2022 from cancer, and her son and daughter-in-law moved into the house, which is actually right next door to my grandma's house. And I believe they built the home in 1995. So they've been there a really long time. Well, she passed away and her husband moved into town, but her son and daughter-in-law moved in. And we've had a lot of memories there, a lot of family get-togethers and stuff. So it was bittersweet for sure when they decided to sell. So they reached out to me, and it was, I want to find, as a realtor, a listing agent, I want to find the right buyer for the
Hmm.
house. Or help the seller, or find, sorry, help other agents, find the house that's right for their buyers.
Sure.
But then I also wanted to find somebody who would kind of quote unquote look after my grandma because she's literally right next door. So, it was bittersweet, but the family that moved in are great. And at the closing table, I'm like, make sure you look after my grandma. She's right next door. So, it was kind of bittersweet, like, just kind of closing one chapter and opening
Hmm.
another. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure having someone that they trusted who was a part of the family, to help them walk through it, because I'm sure that obviously that's not an easy situation, but it
right.
is made easier, with someone who cares and is concerned, and I'm sure even more in that situation, you want to find just the right family that's going to take care of the house just the right way, and kind of carrying on the legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's awesome.
Right,
Um,
right, exactly. Yeah.
so what do you consider to be the greatest opportunity in real estate today?
So I say this generally, but I would love to see people stop renting and start owning.
Hmm.
And I know, it totally depends on people's situations and all that, but even if you have like a credit score that needs to be improved upon before you can even start looking, start with partnering up with a great lender. They will tell you, what you need to do to get your credit score up, and they'll go over different loan options for you because there's a ton out there.
Hmm.
Um, Even if you think like, oh, there's no way I could never own a home. I want people to think bigger
Yeah,
because they can.
yeah.
You know, finding a realtor and a mortgage a lender, it's a team effort. So if you find
Hmm.
the perfect team, the perfect combination, you can definitely own a home. You just got to start
Yeah.
somewhere, and just guide you guys, find somebody to guide you through the process.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and what I heard in your um, explanation there was the faith that you have in people, that they can accomplish more than what
Yes.
maybe they think that they can, and I mean, there's a reason why the net worth of homeowners is 10 times that of renters. Can you grow your wealth without owning real estate? I think that you can, but not to the same degree, because you know of all the millionaires in America, I think over almost 90% of them did not inherit their money. They grew their net worth over time. And a big key for all of them was real estate, that you have to spend money to live somewhere anyway. And if you are able to, buy an appreciating asset, it just makes a
Yeah,
huge difference.
exactly. You're not paying your mortgage if you're renting, but you're paying someone else's mortgage,
Right,
and you're not getting anything in return for that. You're not getting equity built up or anything like that. So it's just
right,
more advantageous to own for
right,
sure if you can.
right. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Very cool. So, how would you complete this sentence? My real estate superpower is.
I would say dependability. Whenever I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something.
Mm,
I always keep my word. I won't stop until the end goal is met. Um, and kind of going back to event planning, I love seeing everything from start to finish. I like being involved in the whole process. And the same thing with real estate. The difference with that is the end result is much bigger than a a uh, a well planned event. Because it's a big deal. I mean, it's a huge deal to own a home and to buy a home or sell a home. And I'm really grateful that people choose me to help them
mm,
with that huge decision and transaction. So I think it's really important to find somebody you mesh well with, and
mhm.
dependability. It speaks a lot to your character and how you work with people.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing faith, dependability, um, persistence. And
Yes.
another super important thing, especially working with buyers in any market, but especially this market where inventory is low. It's going to be low for probably 3 to 5 years,
Mhm.
and people have to have the competitive advantage, but they also need to know, hey, why is it worth going a little bit above list price, to get the house, and how long is it going to take, you know, to break even, which is not as long as what some people think, with the way
Right.
the market is going, for sure,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah. And I was
Um,
going to say another thing is in this market, you got to be quick. So I'm always checking the MLS and, looking out for my buyers that I have set up on home searches. And I'm like, because they probably get the email from the automated MLS system, but then I also send it to them personally saying, hey, do you want to go see this? And just hit the market. And they're like, sure.
Yeah.
And so you got to be quick. So,
Yeah.
especially around here, and I'm sure it is everywhere, it's just low inventory and really competitive. So, but
Yeah, absolutely. And anything that we can be doing to give our clients that competitive advantage, whether, obviously through education, through attentiveness, like you're saying, seeing opportunities and jumping on them right away, is huge. Can make the big difference for sure.
yeah,
Cool. Well, is there any question
absolutely.
that I
Yeah.
should have asked you that I didn't today?
I don't think so. I think we hit on all the good stuff.
Well, very good. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to get in contact with you. What is a good way for them to reach out? Do you have is there
So
a good phone
probably
number?
a call or text. My
Okay.
number is the 317-473-2717. And then you can also find me on Facebook. You can just search for Stephanie McKinley Real Estate, and I should pop up there. And I'm also on Instagram too.
Awesome. Very good. Well, again, my name is Dennis
Oh
Wells,
yeah.
and
Oh, did you get that?
yeah. We've had a little bit of internet issues here, but it's good. So, my name is Dennis Wells, and what I'm known for is helping clients create wealth and cash flow, and also helping my realtor partners make more money through the real-time referral program and our extreme lead follow-up. And I can be found at www.wellsfundinggroup.com, and my direct line is 219-230-8400. Stephanie, thank you again for being a part of the podcast today. And thank you all for tuning in, and have a great day.